It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is Melissa Sparks. She is with the Land Conservancy of San Luis Obispo County. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. What exactly is the Land Conservancy?
Thank you for having me,
Please.
Brad. The Land Conservancy is a local nonprofit organization working to make willing agreements, voluntary agreements with landowners and also government agencies to preserve land as agriculture, open space, and habitat.
And you've done a great job, if I may say.
Thank
Since
you.
1994, 12,500 acres in the county have been set aside and protected.
Yes, so for over 25 years we've been doing this work in San Luis Obispo County locally, and we also incorporate a lot of native restoration as part of that conservation value.
And let's talk about that, because right now you're engaged in a pretty significant restoration project. It is at San Luis Obispo Creek, and it deals with invasive plants. You know, we have beautiful native plants in this region, but then also invasive plants arrive, and so you need to really combat those.
Right, so we're working on a project on lower San Luis Obispo Creek, and we're improving 1.5 miles of stream, and we're working to remove a specific invasive species, Cape ivy. And the ivy is invasive, it chokes out the native vegetation, it really destroys the tree canopy over the creek.
Literally.
Literally, wrapping around a vine.
Do we know how the ivy arrived? Was it imported?
Right, so it was imported from South America, and also some regions of Africa it's been found. So it came here as an ornamental plant, something people use on their walls or their fences, and it grows really quickly and really fast. So
how long has it been here? Do we know?
I don't know,
right.
possibly,
but we know it,
but for quite a couple hundred years at least.
And so talk to us about how you have really recruited so many volunteers to work on this project, because I can see it's been quite successful.
Yes, so we've had, this is a 1-year project for us, and it's a volunteer-based project, and it's been funded by Fish America Foundation and NOAA Fisheries, and we are recruiting volunteers entirely for this project, so it's all volunteer-based. And we have just put our full effort out there to get different groups involved, clubs at Cal Poly, church organizations, right? Church organizations, youth groups, outdoor academies, youth academies, and we've really just been hitting all of our community partners to get them involved in this project.
I mean, I gotta think it's a great Saturday afternoon activity. You can bring the family and just really suck up all the beauty that's around you while trying to improve just the community and the environment. Right. So how's the project going?
It's going really well. We've had over 500 volunteers in our first 6 months, which is amazing. And we have achieved over 1,700 volunteer hours on the project, and we've improved about 2/3 of our project area.
How can we volunteer? So
to volunteer, you can check out our website, and we have a calendar of event days. So that's www.landconservancy, which is LCSLO.org.
Tell me more about this portion of the creek, because there is a certain beauty to it, and it's not only the plants that are threatened, but there's also sea life that is threatened because of the Cape ivy.
Right, so this area is in general a floodplain, so we do get a lot of water flowing through this creek out to Avila, and we do have an endangered fish species, steelhead trout, and they travel from the ocean to the creek for their breeding and growing season. And so keeping the water cool and clean and fresh, it's really important to preserve that for our fish species.
And the ivy actually gets into the lake or the creek and starts to just wreak havoc?
Right, so by wrapping around native vegetation, it's really important to make sure the ivy doesn't cover over and
Got it. Melissa, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you for joining us. Back to HLN.
Today, everything you need to be entertained is ready and waiting right inside your home. Thanks to Charter Digital Cable. Sign up and you get over 100 of the most popular channels, all in crystal clear quality and sound. Plus an easy-to-use program guide that makes it simple to find all your favorites. More drama, more news, more laughs for less. Suddenly, staying in is in again. Bring your home to life with Charter Digital Cable. Call today.